picked the wrong week to quit sniffing glue.
Well, good morning, cats and kittens. It's the weekend before Wonderfest, and I am busily putting things together. I have got some kits to not finish up, but put some finishing touches on before I pack them up. I want to touch them up, give them a day or two to dry before I pack them up, which means the last touches are today, or well, this weekend. I want to pack them up at least by Monday. So let me show you what is on the table. Now, in addition to the Enterprime, which is in the other room still, these are the lucky participants in Wonderfest 2015. Here is start with the Ranger, Interstellar Ranger. Going to be a rare kit because I think me and Paul are the only ones that have test shots. And the kit I would have thought would have been out by now, but it is not. So this will make a one-of-a-kind display at the Wonderfest. And here is the moth I built last summer, a while ago, but going to be meeting up with the gentleman who made this and pick up some more parts for it, and his next great big model, the finished Colonial one with the paint job you've heard so much about, the dynamic duo of Batman and Catwoman. They turned out well. The robot is undergoing stress testing right now. I've turned the lights on, and I am basically letting them run out. I want to see how much life a 9-volt battery will put in it, because these things need to run all day long, and I don't want them running out of juice just as they're being judged. So we're going to see how long the batteries last. This is the rocket that I built so long ago. And you saw Groot and the smaller rocket. And Igor is waiting for his moment to shine. So these are the kits that I'll be taking. And I'll be packing them up carefully this weekend. Okay, a rare early evening outside shot in the wild. I have put the last coat of flat clear over the Enterprime. Everything is here with the exception of the canopy, which I did not want to get any flat spray on. But the last of the touchy touches has been done to it, and it is ready for public inspection. I'm going to let this sit outside here for a few minutes to do the full drying outside as much as possible, and then I will put it inside, but carefully away from everything else, for another couple of days before I pack it on Tuesday. I might even pack it Monday, depending on how well it dries, but definitely one for the done column. Okay, the next patient here is the moth from the series Lex, and really all I'm going to do is touch up some of these pistons, just touch up the paint where I was not as neat and clean as I could have been. I still haven't decided whether I'm going to try to paint these veins on the wings. I may try something, and if it doesn't work, then I'll clean it back off, but that's the next patient, and these guys are sealed in, they don't open, so that interior is set. Okay, in addition to getting everything packed up for me to take to the show, I actually have to complete a couple of orders that I've gotten from my vendors who are going to be selling my fabulous wares at the show, and need some last minute restocks. So that's going on this weekend as well. So it's a bit of squeaky bum time around here as I am trying to round all of the covered wagons in a circle and get ready to head out in a couple, actually Wednesday. It's Sunday now. Luckily I have tomorrow off for the holiday, but really need to oh, see, look at that. I'm doing a nice little panoramic spin around of the room. You'll notice some empty spots on the shelves, and that is simply because those are the items that I am taking with me. But I've got everything down into these 3 boxes. I see the table is bare. I got to pack a medikit to with emergency supplies, glue and tape and things like that, just in case something goes amiss. But doing some last minute touch-ups on the moth in the other room. Let me show you. And the happy sound you hear in the background is the vinyl plotter busily plotting vinyl, which is good news for me. I have a couple of orders that I need to hand deliver next week. But what I'm doing is I am going through what I'm taking, and I am doing the last minute touch-ups. And I have decided to take one more shot at drawing in the veins on the moth wings. And I quite like how this turned out. What I did was use my old friend Tulip. It's dimensional thick paint, and it really does a nice job. And of course I had a lot of coffee, so I was doing jagged stuff with my hands. But it adds a real extra dimension to the veins on these wings. So those are drying. This is the base for it. So this is all drying. And Enterprime is all but done. I am doing the last tiny touches of the Enterprime, and there you go. And the canopy on there, and that's good. But things are looking good, and like I say, I'm plotting in the background. So let me move to the other room. Okay, so a couple of other things happened this weekend that were very nice. I got confirmation from Steve Neal that he got his markings for his enterprise that he's making for the Museum of Science Fiction. It's on his latest video, which I'm sure many of you people who watch my videos probably watch Steve's as well. I can highly recommend them. But he said some nice things about my templates, and that's nice. And the second thing is I got a sneak peek. I don't know if this is going to get anybody in trouble, but I got a sneak peek at the latest Star Trek Continues episode, which I did some work for. I highly recommend those as well. The Star Trek Continues cast and production is second to none. They do some stellar work, and all puns are intended. These are continuing voyages of the Starship Enterprise, and the level of time and love and attention they put into their sets, their photography, the music, the acting, the writing, the scoring, everything. Were it not for the fact that you're not seeing the actual actors, you would swear that these were 4th or 5th season Enterprise classic Trek episodes. But anyway, I did some work for Will Smith, who is not the Will Smith, but another Will Smith, who is the set decorator, and I don't know a jack of all trades. I'm sure he has many important titles, but he does a lot of the set deck, and I was able to help out with some vinyl, most notably in this episode on the engineering console. So look for me and wave and say hi next time you see it. But so outside of the models that I make, and outside of the templates that I provide for vendors for you at home to be working on your models with, I do a couple of these little specialty projects, and I get a big kick out of seeing them turn out well, and that's all I'm going to say about that. Well then, we are at the end of our Memorial Day weekend. Not a lot to show, I'm sorry to say. A lot of furious activity as I am getting everything packed in and the house torn apart so that I can pack what I need to pack. So sorry I don't have a lot to show. Till next week, next week's report should be very interesting. I am, of course, taking the camera to Wonderfest, the Mecca, the the event of which the modeling year revolves, at least for me. I'm going to have some video of and so hopefully some still frame shots of the entries, some of the activity on the dealer's floor. Should be fun. So let me chop this all together and say till next time, go out and have some fun.